Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. This first one is from Tigray, where on Tuesday, Getachew, the Tigray interim president, and his deputy, General Sadkan, visited Adagat. I did a video on that. A huge crowd there to welcome Getachew. It seems that a coup against the TPLF is underway. By the way, a coup against Tigray interim government was being talked about a few days ago. I did a video on that, but it seems that coup against the TPLF is ongoing or is in the making. Secondly, a good news from Somaliland. It happened yesterday. For me, it's a good news. I want to share my views about what happened in Somaliland on Tuesday. Let's start from Tigray, viewers. Watch a clip first. The clip is from Tuesday when Gacho was in Tigray. How many people were there to welcome him, to receive him? Sadkan was there to watch the clip, then we'll analyze what is happening in Tigray. Gita and Sadkan are being seen together at Som, in Adwa, in Adagrat. Both were seen together in Abayadi too. Tambian, they were there together. Gitacho is making two very important points in his appearances. Wherever he's going, he's talking to people, he's holding public meetings. He is trying to be the real TPLF. Gita Chorada is propagating a narrative that he is the one, he and Sadkan are the two leaders who will restore TPLF status, who will get restoration of TPLF status. And that the other wing, claiming to be TPLF, cannot get restoration of TPLF. And these people want to cling on to power, but they are not real representatives of the TPLF. Secondly, Gitacho and Sadkan are talking about peace, development, prosperity, reconstruction, rehabilitation. They say that they oppose war. They believe in reconciliation, in talks, in dialogue. And this is what the people of Tigray want. And they're accusing the other side, that the other side is fueling conflicts. And if the other side is not stopped, if the other group is not stopped by Debrecen, the region could once again plunge into a war. These 2 points are very important points. Gita Choreda has managed to pull huge crowds in Tigray wherever he's going, even in TPLF Debrecen wing strongholds. He's pulling large crowds, people attending his programs. Are people being brought, being paid to attend Gitacho's meetings? You cannot pay thousands of people. You can pay a few. TPLF Debrecen is organized on grassroots level. You cannot pressurize people in TPLF stronghold to attend Getachew Reda's gatherings. It means that Getachew is getting some real crowd as well. Why? Because TPLF has been ruling for decades. It has not been very tolerant of opposition, of dissent. It did not allow opposition parties to flourish. It did not allow political dissent. Now, when real challenge is being posed to TPLF by another TPLF wing, people seem to be approving. They want TPLF to be questioned, TPLF leaders to be questioned. But can we sum up and say that Getachew Reda will manage to take over TPLF and present himself as acceptable to the federal government? Because in the end, it's the federal government which will reinstate TPLF as a political party. NABE, National Action Board of Ethiopia, is under the federal government of Ethiopia. Though people say it's an independent institution, but we know how these independent institutions work. So federal government, I think, gave an opportunity to Getachew and Sadkan. Imavi told them, okay, go campaign, prove your worth. If you have real worth, if people follow you, will approve your case to be representatives of TPLF. I think Sadkan's presence is strengthening Getachew, but still it would be an uphill task, I would say, for Getachew and Sadkan to lead TPLF without the Bratzian group. They're using the same name, TPLF, the Bratzian group using the same name, TPLF. Polarization is very deep. Divisions are widening, gulf is widening. Both sides claiming to be real representatives of TPLF. It seems both have now following. Getachew is proving his state power. By the way, his government too, when you're in government, it's not difficult for you to gather people. Government officials work, you can pay money as well. But Getachew is showing that he cannot be removed. Don't expect him to be removed. Don't expect him to go silently. He won't go alone because he is being supported by people wherever he is going. So we can say that a coup against TPLF is in the making. TPLF has been calling for removal of Getachew, but it did not go for any forcible measures to remove Getachew from power. But I said, if you remember, that if TPLF tried to stage a coup against Getachew, it could be a red line, forcing federal government to intervene in support of Getachew. People did not go for staging a coup by involving military, by involving his cadres against Getachew, but Getachew is definitely going for a coup against TPLF. Obviously, it's not a military coup, it's not an armed movement, but he is going to the heart of TPLF and getting public support. He's trying to emerge as a real representative of TPLF. Let's see. Second bit of good news for you from Somaliland. For everyone, I would say, who follow the Horn of Africa. Parliaments in the Horn of Africa, rubber stamp parliaments. They're not independent, they are under the control of ruling parties. In Ethiopia, you know that whatever the Prime Minister says, the Parliament approves it. Even regional parliaments are not independent. Dandia's immunity was revoked by Oromia Parliament, Oromia Regional Council. Amhara Regional Council revoked the immunity of Christian Tredale, not Christian Tredale, Johannes Guyalo. Christian Tredale's immunity was revoked by Federal House of People's Representatives. In Somalia, the members of parliament approved defense deal with Turkey without reading it. So whatever Hassan Sheikh government told them, they just signed, they just approved. In Eritrea, there is no parliament, one man, one party show, no election, no democracy. In Djibouti, again, the man in power, Ismail Omar, parliament has no role. In Somaliland, I think parliament is making history. Muhammad Abib, member of parliament, was arrested yesterday. I did a video on that. He was arrested on Monday when he returned to Hargeisa from the UAE. He's very critical of Musavi Abdi, the president. The moment he arrived at Hargeisa airport, he was arrested. And he has been charged with treason. He's been charged with working against Somaliland in collusion with groups which oppose Somaliland. Somaliland prosecutors wanted Muhammad Abib's immunity to be revoked. They filed a case with Somaliland's House of Representatives to revoke the immunity of Muhammad Abib. It was put to vote. The immunity could not be revoked. Majority supported Muhammad Abib. So the government of Musavi Abdi wants to prosecute Muhammad Abib. Parliament, House of Representatives opposing it, his immunity not revoked. Somaliland Parliament is the only parliament in the Horn of Africa which has shown independence. It does not mean that I am saying that Somaliland is a country, because sometimes people misunderstand or deliberately misrepresent my comments and views. Somaliland has been operating a little differently, in a more democratic manner than other than Somalia, than Ethiopia, etc. But its MOU with Ethiopia has led to serious threats to the self-declared country, which is recognized as part of Somalia. Thank you for watching.